Alrighty, everyone, we are back with another little battle replay from Rome 2. This actually is another one of Joe's streams, one of his morning ones. He doesn't do them too crazy often, but when he has times, he does. Uh, the point of this battle is Joe made fun of this build. He said my Rome build was shit. That's right. He definitely didn't say he didn't do well with them. He said that it was shit itself. Definitely, without a doubt. And I just had to prove him wrong, which meant almost being late for work. But getting this started, we might as well get into army comps. Let's get started with here. We got ourselves Baron playing as Desert Rome Sicily himself. He's got himself an armored Numidian rider, 2 heavy Numidian skirmishers, 2 tribal slingers. Definitely not breaking the 7 max rule for Joe streams with 12 Desert Legionnaires. He also has 2 Numidian light infantry, and of course 1 slave infantry as well. Just know, watch out for that unit. That is definitely the elite boy, as you can see him all the way up here. But next up we have, you know what? Nabatea. Let's go with Joe next. He has a Nabatean noble cavalry general, the most fearsome general out there. Some say ducks quake in fear when you see that general. On top of that, we have a fixed ballista, 4 Nabatean heavy archers, 5 armored desert hoplites, right here, 2 desert levy, and 7 Nabatean swordsmen. I love those armored desert hoplites. They're such a good unit for their price. I mean, 38 melee attack, 90 armor, 30 weapon damage, 55 melee defense. They're deceptively good. I'll say that. Let's go with Rome, my army, the best army out there. No other Rome army has ever beaten this one. It's got itself a legatus general. Has 2 auxiliary African elephants, 3 auxiliary Syrian archers, 2 auxiliary infantry, 5 gladiators, 5 hastati, and 2 principes. Final army here, because this battle wasn't crazy enough with my army trying to throw the game, we have Roxolani on attack. That's right, we have a nomad on attack. He's got 3 Sarmatian Royal Lancers, including his general, 3 mercenary Amazonian riders, 4 Sarmatian horsemen, 2 Sarmatian riders, 2 steppe lancers, and 4 steppe noble lancers. But with that, that is the attack out of the way. On defense, we have Macedon. Oh, Roxolani was brought to us by Legolas. Yes, that's right, the elf plays the game. But we have here on defense, Macedon brought to us by J.G. Guerra. Saba brought to us by Atlastad. Another Nabatea brought to us by Klein 2051. And then Seleucid by definitely not one of the 8 best players in this game, Smarthawk. That's for sure. But no. As you can see here, Macedon's cheating already. So don't worry. That's why you need to join the Discord to know the rules, so you don't get kicked after you get found out to be cheating. But let's get this party started. I'll be right back. Alright, we are back. Getting started here. Look at those. Oh, the poor desert levy. No. Oh my god, this monster. He's double firing. He's not only is he told the artillery to fire there, either with having it on auto fire or just because, but he's also manually firing. That's why it's firing so fast. Oh no, this levy. Oh no, the archers are firing too. No. What is this monster? Oh god. Oh no. Tortoise, protect the— oh, that did not protect them. Oh, they've already lost 61 men. Push it. This other one's also being shot, but luckily there's no just super fast fire artillery. This one's down by 10. Look at that magic. They're pushing it without moving. Okay, there they go. But we got some auxiliary infantry pushing on the flanks. I mean, not the best unit, I'll be honest with you, but they're a fun little unit in my opinion because they have a good amount of armor and a decent melee defense. So they'll last for longer than you think. They're not going to kill too well. You also have Astadi leading their way up. The artillery's disappeared again. Infantry's units have definitely moved there. Part of that is broken. Oh, that desert levy's down to 75 men. This one down to 74. Oh, that slave infantry still 150. Oh no. Let's see. Well, that one... That is 2 dead units of archers. And I'm pretty sure those were full units. That one's just a base archer. That one's a Cretan archer. That's a lot of money. But looks like we got some steppe lancers making their way in, along with those severely depleted desert levy. Just crushing what's left. Steppe lancers themselves, not the best charge. But hey, one horse did kill like 3 people. Now the full units are going to be coming in. There we go, that's a proper charge. One of them making their way through, trying to get to the ranged. Though, that regular desert hoplite managed to avoid them. I got a fairly decent charge into those hillmen. I actually got a good charge. That ended up being about 40 kills. Putting that one at 53. This guy here is pulling back with 46 kills. Still very healthy. 71 men. This one is at 69. Nice. Where's he going to go next is the question. He is kind of trapped in here. Oh, interesting. Getting right on in. Right through the Desert Spearmen. I mean, those are desert pikes. Not putting down the pikes themselves, but now this cavalry is pretty much trapped. 73 kills, which is really good for a steppe lancer unit. Stoddy moving his way into the flank. This is now a double broken for the auxiliary infantry. Slave infantry pulling back. Steppe lancer shatter with 73 kills. What about this boy? Ooh. Losing literally, I think it was about 40 on that charge. But getting up to 71 kills. I mean, I really hate that because the benefit of light shock cavalry is to be able to move fast and have a decent amount of hitting power when you break a flank and get into archers. But hey. This thorax trying to break through. Stoddy doing well. Issue is these desert levy here. And ooh. We got ourselves a companion cavalry trying to flow through the center. Which, to be perfectly honest, is not the best idea. That's 2 units of Nabatean swordsmen. And I guess the flank has auxiliary infantry. Which they lost 5 off that charge. 6 now. But javelins flowing in into these thorax. We're about to see again. Ooh, right into the back. That's a lot of thorax lost. How many kills? 30 kills on him. 1 kill on the other. Or 29 and 1, so 30 in total. Oh, that steppe lancer came back. Is he going to charge back into here? No. Why would you do that? Okay, good. He's backing off. The Hastati and the 2 auxiliaries are pushing there. We've got a Hastati pushing here against the caravan guard. The center being forced back. That Scorpion crew looks like they're trying to get back to their Scorpion. But not going to happen. But this is opened up again, so it looks like that step lad's just going to try to flow around again. Desert Rome preparing to start moving in. Looks like he's pushing a little flank by this tower. This might not actually be that bad of a charge. Well, that was a terrible charge, and almost all of them died. Again, another non-charge. The unit's so broken up that it's just breaking the charge. Yep, they somehow got up to 83 kills, so I guess it's counting as a charge. Did waste a few javelins. But Hastati now moving over here against this caravan guard. This is Hastati holding against the Desert Levy and 2 units of Desert Levy. That caravan guard's down a bit. Auxiliary infantry holding here. Just trying to cut into that thorax sword in the back. This auxiliary is charging into the Desert Hoplite. We got ourselves a Desert Pike now stacking in on Saba. Yeah. Let's see what else we're getting. Anything fun over here? We got ourselves a Nabatean Swordsman. Looks like some Roxolani flowing right. Hastati flanking through to get to that Desert Spearman. This more depleted Hastati backed off because of the pikes, letting Desert Rome take the brunt of this. Looks like moving towards the middle. This auxiliary broke through, allowing them to be fired in on, and is holding up reinforcements. But he's not going to live for too long. It's 2 Desert Pikemen from Nabatea at least. I think he only has 2. Those pikemen now getting shot in the flank, they're going to start dropping real fast. Let's see, full volley. It's about 11 kills off a volley. It's good. This is Hastati now flowing behind. Getting behind that Desert Hoplite, cutting down some of their number. They're now getting shot in the back by that Nabatean heavy archer. Actually a very good position for them. Mostly, though, to be honest, the enemy, or we could just flow like this and get in, but luckily they got enough here to support that. Saluka not having too much fighting, he's got some more Hillmen in. Of course, the initial damage he took. Pretty good sight line here, he's guarding this tower, as well as having this flank covered. Forcing... Basically, the only way to keep them safe is by attacking twice, committing 2 units at least to hold, so they don't get hit in the back. What are those guys firing at? Oh, routing units. Yeah, that Hastati ended up dying really fast. As did the other Hastati. Up to 126 kills. They, as I mentioned, they did exactly what I thought. They got right into those heavy archers. I mean, they lost 20 men, and they got stopped from firing for a bit. The pike's getting ready to stack as well against the Desert Hoplite. Dude, this giant guy is just stacking like crazy. Archer still continuing to fire to break this corridor. Got some Moscots here fighting the Hastati. Archer dead. This Hastati fighting now some more Moscots. And that pike is down to 60 men. Basically, auxiliaries are keeping them in place. Gladiators are moving like this while Nabatea holds here. Got more gladiators in the fight. But they are taking some heavy archer fire, so Yep, as I said, look at them getting right into the flank. Just trying to get as much damage off on them as they can. Because they have such high defense, the auxiliary infantry actually isn't dropping too fast. But over here, Caravan Guard and Desert Levy breaking. That Desert Levy is about to break, and this corridor is about to be opened. So you can see one unit already made it through, stopping all reinforcements. And they're forced to commit more and more men. That's broken. That's broken. Desert Rome continue to flow through. This Desert Hoplite are breaking. 62 kills still. Those pikes are almost gone. What do you have over? Ooh, a mass cavalry charge getting right into the gladiators. Luckily, the infantry's holding them up. That unit of hoplites. Allowing more shots to get in, javelins to fly in. Doing a ton of damage to this companion cavalry. The 2 units of companion. Elephant's moving in. I did try to tell him to move, but he wasn't in the VC. So, arrows only go so far. Arrows and pings only go so far when you're concentrating. Trying to break through, can't break through, so I'm trying to pull away and around. Try to find another avenue to go in. But fire arrows start coming in and they immediately go berserk. As such, there's only one thing to do. Kill the unit, because literally they're only going to hit allied units at this point. So they are breaking through into the enemy. I mean, they have to rip through all those. No. They need to die. Hey, they took a javelin volley. But outside of this with... Ooh, nice. This unit of Steppe Noble Lancers manages to get in and break some units that have come back from retreating. That auxiliary infantry is still alive. Look at those Nabatean skirmishers, it's great. But one elephant is down with almost minimal kills, immediately broken, so the other one has to carry the torch, hopefully doing well. Muscat's now getting retargeted by the Hastati, though they were somehow throwing javelins down, which is really annoying. Now Miss Acely. Over here, they're pretty much on their last line of defenses. Armored Desert Hoplite, Thorax. They have a few more units they can throw in, but it's Desert Levy. Yeah. Oh, they're trying to push in again. This time, very minimal allies in the way. Better charge there. But now there's archers in position. We have some Principes moving up. Auxiliary's still trying to hold. Over here we have a Thorax being stopped by a Nabatean, while this unit of Nabatean swords somehow gets trapped in the center against the Hillmen. They routed and you can see them, yeah. There's that unit just half over here. But now, Javelin's going in onto that Thorax, getting them in the flank. Nice job, Desert Legionnaires. Small unit, or broken, already injured unit 115, just getting those javelins in. More fire into the flank, trying to break down that cavalry. 44 and 30. Going into diamond formation, interesting. Weakened unit of Nabatean. Yeah, they're actually going to do pretty well against this Hillman, yeah. And the Armored Desert Hoplite against the Thorax. Cavalry is basically trying to flow around and sneak around, get a rear charge. But Roxolani's already getting ready to counter that. Other elephants inside. Get some of these Amazon riders flowing around. That Steppe Noble's already at 70 kills, that's good. With Desert Rome breaking through now that they're holding the shield bearers in place. Smart play. Nabatean heavy archers being pushed back by Nabatean heavy archers. Ooh, Sabine archers now firing into the flank. I mean, it's a good strategy. It's what you want to do. But to be perfectly honest, they have bigger threats. The fact that they're about to lose this area right here is big. Cavalry preparing to go in. With some Nabatean Axe Warriors. The general is now dead. For Macedon are ready. The other companion cavalry is down to 21 kills with... was that 26? 28. Companion cav is at 61 but with 23 men left, so those aren't worth it in the end. Over here we have a unit of Principes trying to hit this flank. Break through those deserts. They're about to be volleyed into. Yep, he's positioning. He's actually pretty good. He's been pretty good at positioning for javelins. I think he did poorly with the desert pikemen. I think he gets good angles to fire, but he leaves too many gaps, in my opinion. Because now, if I were Desert Rome, what I would do is this, or that. Those Principes are still holding. They're being surrounded. Companions Cav still trying to do some damage. Funnily enough, it looks like the first of Rink's going to be this left flank more than anything. They're still managing to hold a bit over here. Sorry. Over there, and of course over here, though barely. Looks like the Principes, yeah, flowing through here to those armor deserts, while the other Principes are helping target into those. Yep. Here they come, going through that gap. Targeting right into those archers. So it looks like the Steppe Noble Lancers get through. They're at 113 kills. They're doing as much damage as possible. Getting right into... Ooh, they're getting into archers. Lots of boys are breaking in the center. The center looks like it's collapsing, and it looks like this corner's about to collapse itself. Okay, they managed to rotate a Desert Hoplite there. That Desert Hoplite's not going to hold well. They're going to need either to move that Thorax back or move back. And with what's happened in the center, you need to move back. Because if they don't move out of the center, we can rotate this way, collapse the remaining units here, and start moving this way and this way to collapse the entire Seleucid front. And he is seeing that. You can see him starting to move back. But we got the elephants now moving up. Gladiators in here. 2 units of Principes. Flowing in, breaking those Axe Warriors. Where's that Noble Cav? Okay, they're at, they're just at a casual 571, 584. Hold on. 600. And right into another unit of archers. Now, to be honest, those archers have probably used a decent amount of ammo. But, I mean, they're just tearing through. And if they can break through that, they can get to the Nabatean archers here. At this point, it's not worth it to kill these guys, so I sacrificed the Desert Legionnaires because I also told them to move again. They refused to. So I just kept them in there. Because he can keep keeping his archers here, but he's going to get them cut off by the ranged. Steppe Noble Lancers still moving in, 656. Where are they going into next? Another charge into the archers. Okay, those archers are pretty much done. Yep, continuing the charge, getting into the back of those hillmen. Yeah, at this point, these Syrian archers are now trapped. I don't know if there's a way for them to get out. I think he realizes that he's trying to get out with some of his infantry acting as bait. But, yeah, those Steppe Noble Lancers are about to get around. Ooh, no. Ooh, they're doing something interesting because of pathfinding going around that center. That gave them a volley. That might actually give these... No, it's not. I mean, there's only 10 of them left, but... That might do it, now that the charge bonus is going to be fading. But, Elephant's coming in, kind of ruining that. 2 units of Principes, 1 down to 60 at 138 kills. 131. Getting around this flank here. Continuing to block off these archers. As these elephants just flow left. They're at 104 kills. Yeah, that Syrian archer unit is pretty much screwed because that's now a Nabatean swordsman they ran into. This elephant planning on flanking around like this, seeing what he can do. But over here we have Desert Rome pushing up. A lot of his units still very good. I mean, what is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Desert Legionnaires. I mean, he brought 12. Yep, Sabaean archers hitting the flank. Pretty obvious. Poor general. There's the light infantry. They're still alive. We have some more of the Desert Legionnaires. Pretty good kills on them.
By your command.
The rails from Seleucid. Ooh, we got some Marib Royal Guard. Got some fancy boys. Nice Rakim Palace Guard getting around. I'm going to assume these guys were out of ammo. That one definitely won, this one less so. These guys are, and they're getting right into the flank of that Rakim Palace Guard. Another elite spear unit holding the flank. We have the cavalry mopping up the boys that came back from routing, so they don't flank. But here's the issue now. Despite all we did as damage, one of our armies is still cavalry. I mean, the Rome army is perfect. There's nothing wrong with that one. What is it? Nabatea. Unit-wise, pretty much has those Armored Desert Hoplites, which are good units. But don't have much... Aren't the best killers. They'll last for a long time and kill a lot of units, but they'll do it slowly. Does have a healthy unit in Nabatean Swordsman, which is pretty good. But we're facing units like Rakim Palace Guard, Marib Royal Guard. Those Moscots, they're sitting in the back. Basically, the battle is going to start pushing into this choke point, and then this area right here. Just trying to break through one of these corridors. If one of them can be broken through, the defense does tend to crumble. Question is, can you break through it? Elephant's going on a wide flank. Rest of Rome's moving up. Looks like Nabatea is pretty content in the center. We got some Nabatea over here. Roxolani most likely is going to try to exploit this corner. If an opportunity can be taken, they're going to start pushing in, flowing from the far side. Or maybe even right down the middle, like this. But despite everything, the hardest flank to hold is by someone who just by playing with, I tend to know, is a pretty good player on his own end, Smarthawk. Pretty good. He's a good player. I should stop being as pedantic as I am. But he's a good player. And so it's probably best that he's holding this flank as someone less experienced was. They would be in trouble. Of course, if you're looking at this defense, there isn't much left of Macedon. These elephants are going in. They're going to try to do some damage. Just disrupt them as enemies move up, trying to exploit gaps with the Sarmatian horsemen. Slowly they did go berserk a little too fast. They're 115 kills. They'll kill some. Yeah, they're starting to kill. Break through that Thoreo spear. I mean, the mass makes it difficult, but they're still killing. They're at 162 now. So they've just killed nearly 50 of them. They're using a lot of ammo. That Syrian archer is full. I think that Thoreos may be empty now, though. But they just literally... Oh my god, I'm just watching... Oh! That was a full volley into his own men, because the elephant died at the beginning of that. Sarmatian horseman trying to get through this... Trying to break through the center. I don't know if they will. Yeah, that is still a Thoreos spear. He's trying to. You can see him trying to pull through. I mean, at this point, this is a pull through. And not a very good one, luckily. Unluckily for Sarmatia, that is a medium cavalry to a more armored medium unit. But this unit has Hastati still healthy. Principe is flowing into the center. Gladiators preparing to strike into the flank. And as such, you can see the defenders starting to push back. They can't press that attack now. Yeah, horsemen trying to break through this corner now that the Hastati have kind of surrounded. Another move that could be done, I don't know if he's going to do it, is moving along this corridor. But you can already see here, Thorax Swordsman is trying to stop him. Normally rear charge would be a good idea, but they're in square. Not too crazy. That Principe is being volleyed in on. 225 kills, though. What do we have over here? Looks like Tribal Slingers just firing in, trying to do some damage. Break through the Thorax. Getting some kills. And definitely tearing through the armor. But Nabatean Swordsman getting in against this Marib Royal Guard. Yeah, the cavalry's not going to do much against those spears. Hastati's winning. There's already a Thorax sword here, and the Hastati's definitely not going to beat that. Gladiators now getting in, now that javelins have been heavily invested, but now we're having fire from here. Yeah, full effect on the gladiators. Get them as they run. 231 here, 90, or 89 right now. 90 now. Range fire coming on in. Yep, that Thoreos moving back. Probably a smart idea. Let the Thorax kill it. This Principe trying to take the flank. I mean, they're a very unhealthy unit. Why am I not showing off this flank? Oh, it's just a choke point fight. Over here, Numidian Light Infantry trying to fire in on those Marib while the Nabatean Swordsmen fight. Over here, there's an almost full health Reckham Palace Guard. We do have an armored... Yep, there they go. Those gladiators break. He's trying to sneak around with the Desert Legionnaires. These archers are out, so the last archer has ammo, is pulling back. Because the cavalry's flowing this way. Let's see what we got over here. Nice play with the Nabatean heavy archers right here. Hitting their non-shielded side while using the armored deserts to just guard the front. Yep, actually getting kills. Look at that. Over here, the cavalry's just been trapped. They're getting volleyed in on, it looks like, yeah. Heavy Numidian skirmishers doing some damage. Archers literally blobbing them in place while the gladiators move up to try to finish them. Over here, pretty much all these units are breaking. All of them. Reckon Palace Guard General. Issue is this Thorax is moving down on a flank. Gladiators preparing to charge into the side. Getting a decent charge in. Those volleys still getting in. And good kills, especially now that the Desert Hoplite are pressing. Yep. Nice. We've almost lost 60 men. 60 men lost. No men lost over there. And gladiators prepping to charge in. Gladiators moving on in. Let's see how they do against the Murb Royal Guard. Already at 4 kills against a pretty elite unit, 10 kills. Now they've just popped Killing Frenzy. They should kill a bit more. What do we got on this flank? Reckon Palace Guard holding the center. Thorax holding the center. Center over here on this flank is definitely collapsing. There's not much infantry. However, we have cavalry starting to flow this way. Steppe Noble Lancers getting in. They hit those Thoreos and they're trying to get around. All those Thoreos are on the ground. That one's not a pull through. They've lost pretty much all of them there. And now this Steppe Noble Lancer is about to flank this Thorax. Oh no. Ooh. Numbers are dropping. Yep, and then they can flow around again. That was a nice stop by Saba. Gladiators pull him back now that Nabati is in. That Wreckham is just losing decisively now. There's not enough left in there. But another rear charge from those Steppe Noble Lancers and a unit of Armored Desert Hoplites taking this flank. Doing what they can. Moscot's being forced to retreat from the charges. Get to a better position. Just taking some nasty casualties on the way. Nice kills. Roxolani's really showing a lot of work with these Noble Lancers. 142 here. 164 here. And enough for Armored Desert Hoplites to take that gap. Not only that, but with the victory of the Nomads over there, they're able to flow more to the right. Those Palace Guard are still not doing well. Let's see what he does. Nice charge. Oh, those Saba boys are going to go in a second. Yep, there they go. Losing the full 10 off the charge. And now those deserts can get in. These guys can back off. They're at 74 men and 170 kills. Ooh, nice. Trying to flow around the flank. Get them out of there. You don't have enough room. Yeah. You'll just lose numbers. They still have javelins? No, they're out. That armored Numidian Rider General is just getting targeted. Oh, it's so sad to see. Those Moscots are getting torn apart. 146 on those armored desert hoplites. This is what I mean. Nearly 60 over there. Gladiators were back in. They're pulling out again as Desert Rome is taking that fight there to try to break that centerpiece. More archer fire. 69 kills. Nice. More archer fires into those Recums. Yep, that's broken. Rakim. Sorry, not Recums. Rakim Palace Guard. I'm actually interested to see who would win, Light Infantry or Thoreos. Does not look like the Thoreos. I'm not the biggest fan of that push. I don't think he should have done it. Though he did get a charge into the Camel Cataphracts and they did not charge back. I think there's too many that are stuck in here. That general's still alive. I think, to be honest, he's about to die on that. Yep, there it goes. But that noble lancer's flowing around. What he can do is now get this way and around. What do we have in the center? Armored Desert Hoplite up to 80 kills. About to break through this side. This one up at 176. 202 kills, nice. Are you going to flow? Yep, right into those Moscots. We did not get set up in time and just got blasted again. And if you hold them in position, yep. They're going to get rear charged in a second. Yep, Armored Desert Hoplite already moving there. Actually, yeah, the light infantry's getting in there. Desert Hoplite getting into the Thoreos. Look at that rear charge right into those Recums. Tearing them to pieces. 20 kills already there. And infantry breaking through. They're almost at 100. Getting volleyed down. They got 100 at least before they died. But he's getting into there. I mean, that's a pretty poor place to be. That Cataphrax is going to get surrounded pretty easily. Good amount of kills, but I don't think he's killing much. Gladiators flowing through here. What do we got over here? Armored Desert Hoplite, they pull back. They're at 201 kills. But Legatus flowing through as well with the Gladiators.
Right, advance at speed.
Trying to break some of these backlines. There's some Sabine archers firing in, as well as some more over there. Gladiators are going to flow right into that full unit of Moscots. This is about to break. I mean, army losses are hitting in. Yep, you can start to see it. Army losses, army losses. With the final bit of army losses, one final charge. I want you to know they rout right before this happens, so what ends up happening is they either tie or instantly lose engagements. So this Legatus, which had like 30 kills, now is 112. Over here, this breaks, and that is it. Interesting siege on my favorite map, Tarsus. One of my favorites, I should say. My favorite civilized, for sure. But Joe here leading us off with Nabatea, 1937. His general didn't do anything, but that ballista got 139 kills. Nice. That archer, 115 and still healthy. 203 there. And look at these armored desert hoplites. 210. 0-0 because they weren't used. That one at 18, but it was still healthy. Then 100 there. These were the ones that were on the front lines. These guys got engaged into it far later. Nabatean Swordsman, 217, 162, 230, 194, and 102. Those are some nice kills. Roxolani here, brought to us by Legolas. Let's see what he's got. I actually really like what he did with the Noble Lancers, which pretty much carried most of his points. 774 there with the Steppe Noble Lancers, which is about half of, or a little under half of his kills. 213 there and 169 there. That Noble, 98 kills with almost no men lost. Then you have me playing as Rome with the most foolproof army ever. If you're ever attacking, bring this army. I promise you, you won't regret it. Don't watch one of Joe's morning streams where I tricked him into bringing this army, and he got screwed in it. That was definitely not a fault of the army itself. But 120 on that full health Legatus. 176 on that auxiliary elephant. Sadly, this one only got one. But auxiliary Syrians, 118, 112, 142. Gladiators, 105. Then Hastati, 128, 118, 209. And of course, the Principes, 159 and 233. Baron here with Masacily. Let's see what we've got. Anything? 69 kills. All right, game's over. 69 kills on a full health Throbbleslayer. We can go home. But nah, Desert Legionnaires got 378, 181, 291, 199, 248, 191, 113, 124, 163, 129. All consistently good throughout. 180 on that Numidian Light Infantry too. Damn. 81 on a full health Numidian Light Infantry. That did as well as I expected. 0 kills and fully dead. Macedon here brought an interesting army. 4 units of actual infantry, which normally can be pretty good, except for the fact that Roxolani was on attack. But 123 on that shield bearer. Scorpion's doing nothing. Archers 101. That's about it. Honestly, I think this Macedon build ended up hurting them the most out of anything. I don't think any of them played particularly bad, outside of losing those archers initially on the wall. But none of them, and the Scorpions as well, but none of them played particularly bad. It just ended up being a grind fest, and Roxolani was able to exploit what gaps he could find, doing a lot of damage on the retreat. I mean, 700 kills on a retreat when the enemy's retreating is really good. But Atlas Dad bring Saba. 248 on that Marib Camel Cataphracts General. 177 on the Sabine Archer. Anything else crazy? 108 on one of those mercenary mascots. Brought 7 of them. Pretty good. Pretty interesting. I don't bring that many normally. But we have Klein, the other Nabatea. 283 on that Wreckham Palace Guard General. That's so many kills. But Nabatean Heavy Archers, 103, 198. Got Armored Desert Hoplites, 113. Don't scoff at the Desert Hoplites. If you need something to hold, bring these guys. They're not going to kill as much as the Armoreds, but they'll hold for way too long. But Nabatean Axe Warriors, 111 there. So close. Poor boy. Put Smart Hawk, the final army, on defense, and actually with the highest amount of kills on the defensive side of things. We have 134 and 131 on those Syrian archers. They're not auxiliaries or mercenaries. The Thorax Swords, 146, 112, 145, 134, 107. Then Thrails, we got one with 119. Yeah. That's about it. I'll say, let me know what you think what would you rate that Roman army that I brought, and why is it a 10? And also let Smart Hawk know he was one of the 8 best players in this siege. But that's all for me. I'll be signing off now.